problem, question 2.10. This channel is basically for IITians as well as non-IITians. Basically, it is for engineers, and I will not only discuss physics in this channel. I will discuss physics, chemistry, maths, metallurgical, thermodynamics, everything related to engineering, which I have learned from the IIT, and will continue to learn till the graduation. So, this is problem number 2.10 from the book SS Proto. Okay, let me explain you, and then I will give you some time to solve the question, and we will discuss the solution. Okay. So in this problem, it is given that we have a cylindrical arrangement in which we have a piston of mass m, which is kept on the top of the cylinder. Okay. The mass of the piston is m, and a heater is attached below the piston so that it is supplying a heat q. Basically, in per unit time, it is supplying heat q. Okay. This is not the total heat, to be remembered. And in this cylinder, we have 1 mole of ideal monatomic gas. Okay. And the area, the cross section area of the cylinder is given to be S. Okay. Now what the question says, let us see. The question says, determine the established velocity V of the piston under the condition that the gas pressure under the piston is constant and equal to P naught. Okay. And the gas under the piston is thermally insulated. Okay, this is a very good question which has been asked in JEE Mains as well as in JEE Advanced many times. Okay, so we can clearly see from this solution, we can clearly see that if gas is applying a pressure, atmospheric gas is applying a pressure P naught, and suppose the pressure of the gas is P. Now let me assume P is equal to P gas, pressure of gas. Okay, so we have to determine velocity. Okay, we have to determine established velocity V of the piston. Okay, under the condition that the gas pressure under the piston is constant and equal to P naught. Okay, and the gas under the piston is thermally insulated. This is very important. Thermal insulation is applied here. So there is no any external heat acting on the system. Okay, I will give you some time to solve, and then we will discuss the solution. Okay, please try. Okay, let me discuss the solution. First, I will tell you about the basics that we always know. Delta Q is equal to delta U plus delta W from the first law of thermodynamics. Now, this is a very basic concept, and in physics and chemistry the sign conventions are different, but we are considering your physics, so we will use physics conventions. Okay. Now, delta Q is the heat, delta U is the change in internal energy, and delta W is the work done. Okay. So now, how you will approach this question? See, delta U, as we all know from the basics, delta U is equal to NCV delta T, where CV is at constant volume, specific heat at constant volume. Okay, so delta U, in the question it is given 1 mole of an ideal monatomic gas. So delta U is equal to NCV delta T, which is equal to 3 by 2R delta T. For change of temperature delta T. Okay, from T1 to T2 the temperature is changing. So delta T is equal to T2 minus T1. Okay. Now, you can very clearly we can very clearly state that the gas pressure is P and the atmospheric pressure is P naught. Since they are in equilibrium, we can easily establish that atmospheric pressure P naught should have been equal to pressure of gas, which is equal to P, plus it is also balancing the mass of the piston. So it is also providing a force here, and pressure is equal to force upon area. So it is equal to mg upon s, where s is the cross section area of the piston, and this m is the mass of the piston. Okay, so this is the basic equation which we have to use here. Here P is the atmospheric pressure, and NCV delta T we have applied, so we have determined delta U also. This. Till here, if you have any doubt, you can ask. Okay. Now, we always know PV power nRT. PV equal to nRT for an ideal gas. So PV equal to nRT. Now, since pressure is constant here, it is given in the question, so we can use only volume is changing. So we can use P delta V is equal to nR delta T. Okay, and n is equal to 1, which is given in the question. Okay, here. So PV equal to NR delta T is to be used. NR delta T. Okay, sorry. Yeah. We can use this equation also. Till here, if you have any doubt, you can ask. Basically, PV equal to RT, since N is equal to 1. Okay. This is the basic funda which I have used. The first law of thermodynamics of equation I have used. PV is equal to nRT I have used. And I have balanced the forces. Because force balances is equal to pressure balancing. Okay. If you have any doubt, this is the basic funda which we will use. Now, the important concept which we will use here is how to determine velocity. Because for velocity we need displacement and time also. Because v is equal to delta x by delta t. At any instant or average we can say. So average concept will say that velocity is equal to delta x upon delta t. Where delta x is what? Displacement in time t. So this we will use. Okay. Now q is equal to delta u plus delta w. Delta u is equal to 3 by 2 RT. Now what is delta w? That is very important because delta w is basically nothing but p delta v. Delta w is the amount of work done. So delta w is equal to p delta v, which is equal to nr delta t. From this equation, comparing this. Now, if we add delta u and delta w, we will get delta q. So delta q is basically nr delta t plus 3 by 2 r delta t, which is equal to 5 by 2 r delta t, since n is equal to 1 here as given in the question. So we have basically determined delta q, which is also equal to 5 by 2 p delta v. Any doubts here? This is an advanced level problem because sometimes the student can consider this heater will do an external work, so it will provide an external heat. Here it is providing. Okay, so question is very important from the JEE point of view. Now in the question it is heat is directly not given. We have been given that per unit time, the heater is providing in heat equal to q. So this is basically the rate. If we multiply this small q by change in time delta t or equal to t, we get a total heat. Okay, so q capital is equal to q delta t. We put this value here. Okay, so if you put this value here, we will basically determine the delta q.